Hi.
What's happening, honey?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm here.
You're here?
I'm here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, we're here.
We're here.
It's a good thing.
Sometimes that's,
The best we can do.
yes.
You know what?
Sometimes that's as good as it gets.
It's been a long week. Welcome to The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg.
It's been a long fucking 2023.
I'm Greg and that's Beth. And we'll get into just a brief minute. We don't want to bring anybody down because
Mostly me. Mostly bring me down.
Well, no, we're not going to do that. Absolutely not. But ultimately, you know what we're here to have fun. And that's the whole point of this podcast. I got you the green one.
Thank you.
Because you ate the green one last time.
Thank you. I was wondering. I was like,
I tried to re-up you on the Hershey Kisses.
Thanks.
And that's a big
sweet,
shout out. That's a
husband.
2-year shout out to
year and a half.
Craig
Yeah.
Gillespie, or year and a half.
Yeah. Yeah.
2
year and a half.
Christmases.
Well, 2 Christmases.
Year and a half.
Year and a half.
Yeah. So with that, let's jump into some of this shit real quick. But before we get started, we'll jump in, and before we get started, go out, like and subscribe to the podcast. Do all the stuff you need to do if you guys don't mind. We would appreciate it. It's going to be one of those nights where we're going to get into some interesting things. Beth's having hot flashes.
No, it's warm up here. It's humid now. Probably a little bit of both.
It was like shitty weather. It's been shitty weather for
Can we show
4
my
or 5
shirt?
days. Yeah, of course. Show your shirt.
My shirt.
Oh, I'll show my shirt too. You've got the whiskey kitty
I
on
got a whiskey kitty on.
from The Bar is Open, and I've got the alien from
The Castro.
the Castro Files. So you can find those out on
She's
the
really
Castro
cute.
Files podcast. Check those out. Do that stuff, and
And then there's no and then.
and then. But I did wear. I think it was last week. I can't remember. Time traveled last week.
Right? What?
I wore the one we have of your dad on it.
Yes, you did last
which was
Wednesday.
kind of a cool one.
Yeah.
So you can go out and check that out. And that is a real photo of Beth's dad. Make a guess on which one it is. Real photo of Beth's dad out on the old DEA agent route.
Yes.
So got arrested. Cheers.
Cheers.
Love you, honey.
Love you too, babes.
We'll get through everything. Just like everybody has to get through everything. We'll get through everything.
Mm.
Hell
Speaking
yeah.
of everybody getting through everything, I think Jessica's got bad weather again. It was another one of those river
Gigantic
storms or whatever they call them.
storms. Dude, I saw a picture of one. The house was under like 10 feet of snow. Like a whole fucking house. Under
So
10
crazy.
feet
They're
of
not
snow.
going to be in a drought anymore, right?
Oh, no, they just keep dumping it in the ocean. So, yeah, no. They will be.
They will?
Oh, yeah. It's California.
Oh.
Literally, they're just, like, everything's open. They're just letting everything pour into the ocean.
Isn't that bad for the ocean?
No, because that's what it would naturally do.
Isn't that okay?
But when you're
But so much at once wouldn't
in a
offset
drought and California
salinity?
isn't, it's fertile and all the good
well,
stuff.
but they've lost so much to fire. A lot of the water's just rolling off, I think is what you're saying.
No, they're capturing it and it's running right down their old washes, straight in the ocean.
Oh, so they're not saving any of it?
I don't say they're not saving
mean,
any of it,
I
but
think
they're
I like
not
that would
saving a
be-
lot.
I feel like that'd be that. Maybe
You
some
know.
individual
What's up, DJ?
people are saving it.
Yeah.
Because they're smarter than the average bear.
Well, if you have those things,
Hi,
you know,
Alex.
what's
Hi,
up, Alex?
DJ.
How you guys doing?
Love you too, Deej.
You know, you go, well, California's kind of fucked up when you have 12 feet of fucking snow and you don't save,
That's crazy.
you know, an ounce.
Oh, well.
They had
So
more
the
than
point
12
of
feet of
that
snow.
was that I'm wishing Jessica well and I hope she's safe.
Yes. Jessica, be safe. Be smart, be safe. Hope you stockpiled the beer.
What is it called? Is something
Arrive alive.
no, but when you to drive through the water, there's like a
Stupid.
something like go around. Like if you can't see it, go. I mean, it rhymes.
Don't drown, go around.
Yes, that's what it was. Don't drown.
That was
go
Arizona
around.
for us. Absolutely.
If you can tell how deep a water runoff was.
Yeah, we won't have it. There won't be any grumpy talk tonight. Remember
Grumpy
last
talk?
Wednesday I got grumpy with you? You know, still don't remember it.
I do. You got grumpy the Friday before when I was talking about the
Was that what it
nominees.
was?
Yes. You can't remember.
Yeah.
I'm over it.
We're good. Hope you guys are doing great out there. We've got some fun shit to talk about tonight. Stop eating leftovers. It's gonna
Where
be
can
our-
they find us?
Who?
The peeps.
What do you mean?
Where can they find us?
Oh, I already
Um,
said that. They can
no,
find us
you did.
out
No,
at
you
the
didn't.
Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. I'm sorry. Yeah. On YouTube and iTunes and Spotify and all the good things. And leave us a little review if you don't mind.
Yes, please.
Little 5 stars, little whatevers.
Forward it, share it, share it, share it.
What do you say on this?
Sharing is caring.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know why I started saying that, but it's just what I say now.
It's all right. It's fun. Fuck it. Whatever. What are we going to do? Right? Trees were falling.
In the Bay
Alex
Area?
said trees are falling like crazy here in the Bay Area.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Is it because of ice? Is it
The Bay Area is like San Francisco?
Yeah.
Look at
Gotta
me
be
knowing
ice.
a little bit of geography. What?
Depends on the bay. What if it's like
Antigua Bay in Guatemala?
if it's Antigua Bay, the whole world is fucking ending at that point.
Ah, I'd love to be in Antigua
Let's go.
in a heartbeat.
We're on vacation. No, we're not on vacation.
We need a
we're
vacation. We're in a
mode.
need a vacation mode.
In a
Yes.
need a vacation
Yes,
mode.
yes,
so.
yes.
It's all good. Let's give a couple updates. Number one, I hate leaf blowers again.
Oh my
'Cause
gosh.
the fucking neighbor.
It's like we're bookmarked between two people
Saturday mornings, dude over here.
who just
Can't
use it for
stop
like
it.
a half hour, and they do it where they like rev it so it's I'm like, oh,
Like just
my
do it all at
Lord.
once. So that's just a me blowing off steam situation from the storm and the wind. Yeah. Hope you're safe too, dude.
Well, they're saying because the ground is so saturated,
Well, that's gonna cause
the roots aren't holding the tree down, so the wind is knocking them
Oh,
over.
Shit. I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Look at me
Well,
knowing
be safe.
something.
Look at you, Science
What?
Beth.
It's called watching the news.
Science Beth.
It's called watching the weather
Remember you used to call me
forecast.
Science Greg.
Yes, I still do sometimes when you start talking out your ass.
Boom
about
Raider,
shit.
what's up, dude? Cheers. Cheers to all you
Cheers.
guys, man. We were saying it has been a rough weekend, a rough couple days, but Bomber, we had to unfortunately he went over the Rainbow Bridge on Friday, so he'll forever be our St. Patrick's Day dog, just by virtue of it was St. Patrick's Day, right? And you go like, oh,
My sweet boy.
we're gonna do a bunch of shots, and I think we celebrated him well
I think we did too.
over the weekend, and we'll continue to celebrate him. But yeah, so that was that happened, and then an update on Beth's dad, because if you want it or not, whatever, we've been doing it
Shit's still going on.
quite frequently, and yeah, rough weekend. What's up, Allison? Rough
Yes, DJ.
RUFF.
Super bad allergy season. I feel like everywhere. Is it
Yeah.
oaking you guys?
It's bad here.
Oak.
Beth's
will
dad got moved, and he got a vein graft
Graft. Yep.
to see if they can save his foot,
Yep.
leg, whatever.
His shin.
But he is stoned out of his fucking
is.
gourd.
He was talking about a party at the barracks from when he was a Marine.
Yeah, and that was
like
in 1941 or
something
two.
like that, when he
He's like,
was like
"Yeah."
the wee age of 19 or
Then he
20.
almost showed you his
Oh my
dick and
gosh.
balls.
He likes.
And I was
kept
like,
trying
put
to-
that down.
He kept trying to lift up his gown, his hospital
He's like,
gown.
look
So,
at my cut.
so I finally just walked out of the room. I was like, please get this over with. Just look at his fucking
But
cut.
you know what? I was thinking
Here's
about
the
that.
crazy thing. I remember a time when my grandfather mooned my mother, and my mom
Not
covered my.
intentionally, right?
No, well, he was in
He
the
was bent
hospital.
over and-
No, he was in the hospital. Same situation. High as a fucking kite. And he started to lift his leg, and immediately my mom went over my eyes because I was probably like 8 years old. And she was like, Dad, quit. And he was like, what? I'm free. Like it was kind of a little different situation. Like he was being silly.
Fuck yeah.
Well, my dad
Your
was trying
dad,
to show
no,
his
your
cut.
dad had the wood, like the wood, like smart ass guy
that
look,
whole-
like wood. You know, but he's currently
Probably epic barrack party. I'm sure.
Yeah,
Nico.
absolutely.
I feel like that too. But
Yeah.
so he on Monday they
Nico, what's up, dude?
moved him over to a rehab facility where they were going to keep him for the next 2 weeks to see how that vein graft took, so that a decision can be made.
on what we need to.
What am I sister-in-law D where you find a line that you're gonna D
Basically, the line that they're gonna have to take off.
yeah. So where the blood flow starts to get bad. is
Yeah,
that
or
will
it takes from there. We're gonna look at it.
deformificate something.
No.
I don't know. Anyways, but he got sent to the emergency room tonight.
Yep.
Because he was having severe stomach pains, which probably means, hopefully, just means he needs a really good enema. The man
You think you could do a coffee enema?
supposed to be really good for you, but not. I don't know if it's the same thing as an impacted bowel enema.
It's all
I feel
an
like
enema.
the impacted bowel enema
I
has
haven't
to
done a
be
lot
like.
of homework on those lately, so I don't know.
I know a lot of stars do coffee enemas because it's supposed to be really good for you. How getting coffee shut up your ass is good for you, I don't quite understand. And why would it be any better up your ass?
What about
than
that
coming out your
cayenne
ass?
and lemon diet, where they just do cayenne pepper and lemon juice, and it just like clears you, it just clears out the system.
Well, I know
I think
that
it just turns your insides to It liquefies you basically on the.
Probably.
Yeah. I don't know.
Speaking of liquefies,
He's 88. He eats tortillas on a regular basis.
pre and probiotics.
Plus, Allison, he's been in the hospital for almost a month.
No, about
No,
3
3
weeks.
and a half
Yeah,
weeks,
three
something like that.
weeks, 3 to
So
3.5
you're
weeks.
eating shitty food and he's not moving because his foot's all fucked up. So.
Right.
Yeah. So.
So it seems like there's always
God damn it.
2023 so far can eat a bag of dicks.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
all right.
I just
We'll
feel
get through
like
it.
how is that only March and so much fucking drama?
Fuck, right?
I'm
Like we don't need. Yeah. We're
we're not
like,
drama people. Well, I'm especially not. You're dramatic all the time.
Well,
But
for
I'm
fun.
usually
I do it
very
for
drama
fun.
free. No, sometimes you're really very dramatic when shit sets you off, and I'm like,
No, that's for fun though. On top of it,
but I'm usually like,
not in like real
even
life.
flow is how I go. You know, it's like
You said flow is how you go.
even flow.
Oh, even flow.
Flow.
Oh, like the
Yeah.
song.
Is how I go.
Isn't
but,
that about kid? No, that's Jeremy.
Yeah. So that's where we're at. Lucy goes to the vet tomorrow.
Mhm. Real quick, DJ said, took my dad to the doc today and he was flirting with every one of the lady nurses. Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah.
They have
that's
no
perfect.
filters. Nor
That's
should
exactly
they.
how it should be.
It's
Fuck.
almost like they revert back to being kids where you can get away with saying whatever you want because now you're old. People are like, just
So that
he's
makes
just
me
old.
think, right? I was like, absolutely. I think I want to be that guy.
What guy?
Like, I can't wait till I can move into a nursing home or whatever,
And hook up with
retirement.
the ladies?
No, I don't want to hook up with the ladies. I'll be married to you.
Oh, I'll still be alive
Yeah.
in this vision.
But we're just
I'm
going to
still
have
alive.
an apartment and people are going to serve our fucking food to us. They're going to bring it to us.
No, they're
I'm
not.
all about that
They're
shit.
not going to bring our food to us. We'll have to go down to the cafeteria.
Think about like your delivery services for alcohol then. Oh, fuck. We found a
We
new
both go,
delivery
"Oh."
service.
Go Puff.
GoPuff.com.
GoPuff.com.
Do not just sign up for it on your end. We don't know it. Pete and Angela told us about it.
Mhm.
Dude, they deliver beer and wine.
They deliver a lot more
We
than
got
that. But
champagne. They'll deliver cigarettes.
no, not well. They do deliver cigarettes, just not the kind that the Lamontagne household smokes.
Whatever.
But they deliver frozen food. They deliver
Snacks. They'll deliver
Snacks.
gummy bears, all the shit.
yes.
Right? Go check them out. But don't, if you want to do it, let me send you a link or Beth will send you a link. We'll send it to you. And
Message us and give us your phone number, and we'll send you a link.
yeah, or share it between each other because let's start a chain on
Because
that.
you get $100.
You get $100
You get
off.
$10 off every order for the first 10 orders.
And the shit was here in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We got a 12-pack
Oh,
of
I need to look
White
because
Claws
I
and
got
a
a
bottle
text
of
that said
champagne.
that our order had been canceled after they delivered it. They were going to give us back the money plus 20% off next time. And I was like,
Nah, fix that.
I do.
Dude,
I
it
need
was
to fix
no,
it.
I
I
know.
need to look at the bank account.
But
As
you're
of
like,
Monday, it was still
so, go
still
Puff.
pending. So
Seriously, it's worth it.
it's the shitty food that reminded him of the Marine Corps. Probably.
He's having flashbacks at MREs. Like, oh no, I'm in Korea again. We're going to a party.
With naked ladies. No, I'm kidding. But maybe.
But maybe.
Well, because at first when he said there's a party and that I don't think I'm gonna make it, and I go, what? And he goes, yeah, there's a party at the barracks. I was like, oh, he's in crazy land right now.
Yeah, I was like, huh?
Yeah, I was like, the hospital is having a party for old people.
It's like, you know what? It happens.
Alex said, "Go Puff is great."
You've used it? Yeah, dude. I was like, holy shit, I never even heard of it.
Sorry, DJ says
Whatever.
the Commonwealth of Virginia doesn't allow alcohol tobacco deliveries. Fuckers. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna finish this one.
Can't get delivered. God damn it. Virginia.
I mean, how
Wait a minute.
else backwards is that? Sorry.
Virginia was one of the northern states, was all about freedom back in the day.
No, it's all about blue laws. I don't know. That's
Yeah,
what they call
no,
them in Texas
Yeah.
and
yeah,
Colorado,
evidently.
in the South.
No, they want
apparently.
that. They want that liquor tax. They want that alcohol tax.
Does he have to go to a liquor store?
I don't know. I don't think it bought.
But I don't think it's quite like your liquor stores in New Hampshire.
No. It's not like a where you have to go to a state liquor store, but
Right.
even just delivery.
Liquor. I just met her.
In Texas, we were like, fuck that. Deliver the margaritas. Remember that law changed,
It was the drive-throughs. You could do it through the drive-throughs.
but I think
don't
that's
think you can
what made it all
get through
change.
restaurant through like Uber
ABC
Eats.
store, exactly, Nico.
I don't know if you can get alcohol through Uber Eats, but you don't need fucking Uber Eats for alcohol when you have GoPuff. Plus, I think it's kind of funny that it's called GoPuff. Are they like talking about like Puff Puff Give?
I think maybe did it start in California
No clue.
and they were delivering weed? Go Puff.
Puff
Puff Give.
Don't know.
You ready to jump in the rest of the show?
Let's do it.
All right. Student lost all of his limbs after eating his roommate's leftover noodles for lunch.
Actual.
I have a picture of him.
F-bomb. What is he?
Shit. Give
He's
me
a nugget?
1 second.
You have a picture of him as a nugget?
Just give me 1 second. I just got to pull up this picture real quick here and save it.
Allison, thank you for appreciating that. He said luckily he can shop on base, but you still have to go to base. You don't get to have it delivered.
No, I understand. Get a picture of him. He's going to probably pop up gigantic.
That's what she said.
I mean, it is what it is. It just takes a second for me to get it.
I almost put shorts on because I was worried about getting hot.
Well, then Beth is up here. She goes, I'm just going to fucking get
I'll just
naked.
take off my pants. They can't see me from the waist.
It's pretty close. Found him.
From the waist down.
There you go. So,
Stupid.
this is him.
So stupid.
A student tragically had to undergo multiple surgeries that will alter his life forever after eating some of his roommate's leftovers the next day. This is him post-op.
Post-surgery?
Post-op.
Okay.
Yep. The frightening food in question, chicken noodles that had been left in the fridge overnight. And less than a day after eating the dodgy dish, the
overnight
student fell extremely ill and had a plethora of health complications, leading to an eventual amputation of all.
I
his
do not
limbs.
believe that.
According to
Is this Lab Bible?
Nope. It's Lab Bible, but this
Yep,
is
there
in
you
the
go.
New England Journal of Medicine. My mom is actually documented in the New England Journal of Medicine. You can see, so this is what happens. The student identified there was a YouTube video identified as JC ate the noodle dish that had been bought from a restaurant the previous night, immediately started to feel ill. In the YouTube video, they dramatized events describing the medical journey. According to the report, the patient had a severely high temperature, a pulse of 166, and had to be sedated.
Well, that's me when I work out.
He
That's
had no
normal.
known allergies.
It
and
couldn't have
had
been the
received
noodles because he wouldn't have been the only one to
Hang
get
on.
sick from
There's
those fucking
something else
noodles.
that
Okay.
goes into this. This is funny. This little blurb about him.
I mean, there's nothing really funny about this, but
He had no known allergies, had received his childhood vaccinations, smoked 2 packs of cigarettes each week. I thought earlier when I read it, I thought it was a day.
a day.
A week, marijuana on a daily basis, and he wasn't a big drinker. Just a little puff.
You know,
The patient was so ill that he was taken to the intensive care unit of another hospital by a helicopter
oh, shit.
for further treatment. The report states the patient had been well until 20 hours before this admission, when the diffuse abdominal pain and nausea developed after he ate rice, chicken, and lo mein leftovers. Meanwhile, my wife asks me, can I eat that steak from like 9 days ago?
It was 7.
You legitimately, no, it was fucking like
I was
9
gonna
days.
eat it. It was
No, I
like
was like, no,
it was like a
throw it
$30
out.
steak.
It didn't
that I
matter.
ate like a third of.
Nope. I'll
Like
buy
I
you a new one.
wasted $20.
What did I tell you last night?
There's more steaks.
There's more steaks.
There's more steaks.
5 hours before his admission, purplish discoloration of the skin developed, and a friend took the patient to the emergency department of another hospital.
Wasn't noodles.
The story is explained in greater depth.
Because that would have meant there was something wrong with the noodles if it
He
was only
noted that
24
severe
hours.
symptoms, we'll get into it, had suffered from what seemed likely to have been an aggressive bacterial infection. His kidneys had failed and his blood had started to clot. This is all less than in 24 hours after he ate the food. After receiving blood tests from the previous hospital, they found that he had bacteria in his blood called Neisseria meninginitis.
Like spinal meningitis. It's a version of meningitis.
Meningitis, yeah. That doesn't mean meningitis, but it's still bad. It's meningococomania.
You said caca.
Cacomania.
I'm 12.
His immune system had started responding, and Dr. Bernard explained, it's kind of like getting a cut on your skin. The bleeding stops eventually because of the blood clot. Then the area around it becomes swollen and warm, which we've all had happen.
I have kitty scratches to show that.
It is swollen because the blood vessels dilate so that more blood
can get
come
to the
to it, right?
extremities.
but it doesn't stop swelling When the bacteria is present in the blood, the entire body's blood vessels dilate the entire body, dropping the blood pressure, preventing oxygen from getting to the organs. Continued, the little clots form
I can't believe that's from chicken noodles.
It's from the food being left out.
I wonder if, I was going to say, did his roommate leave it out for like 12 hours and then put it in the fridge? See, so here's the lesson learned. Don't eat other people's food.
Don't eat food that's been left out for fucking...
He probably didn't know because it wasn't his food. It was his roommate's food. It's like when you take your food to the office and someone fucking eats it, they have no idea what they're getting. So beware.
That's why we have... That's why there's like a no fish cooking in the microwave.
No, that has nothing to do with that. That has to do with allergies. And that's why it's the same reason there's no latex
balloons in the
building.
The whole effect is called... Oh, wait. The problem of all this, well, another serious problem is that the tissue is starved of blood and becomes necrotic. The whole effect is called God damn it. Purpura falcimoniosis. I can't speak tonight. That refers to fulmin, doesn't matter. When he did stabilize, the tissue on his fingers developed gangrene, and as in his legs and down to his feet and his arms. Bacteria that got into his food is known to spread through the saliva.
Wait, what? Did he make out with somebody?
His buddy ate the food and had it in his mouth.
So why isn't his buddy sick?
Which is interesting in this case because JC's roommate vomited after eating eating some of the meal the previous night. The leftovers were eaten unknowingly by JC.
See, don't eat other people's fucking leftovers in the fridge.
Blech.
Lesson learned.
Dude.
So what's the biggest takeaway? Don't eat other people's food without permission.
Especially like, this kid was like drunk and just like,
no, he was
Chinese
high.
food.
He was high.
Oh, he's stoned. That's right.
Yeah.
He was stoned. And he had the fucking munchies, and the munchies killed him.
The munchies
killed him. God damn.
So I wonder if the roommate left it out, there's no lawsuit to the restaurant. It would only be
don't eat my fucking food,
But I wonder why
bro.
the roommate threw up.
Probably because there was something bad initially or
already
something,
in it,
and then he threw up.
So he might still have a lawsuit. I'm sure there's going to be a lawyer that's like,
sue
the restaurant.
Dude, if I'm a chicken nugget, if I'm looking like that motherfucker right there,
he's a chicken nugget after eating chicken noodles.
Sorry, kids.
He's a nugget. He has
just the.
Can you imagine like how? I mean, I know you adapt but can't feed yourself.
No more chicken nuggets.
You can't do a lot of stuff for yourself. That would be horrible.
No, yeah. I'd be like, can't shoot yourself.
You can't do shit. That's sad. And this kid's young, probably.
Yeah, I think it was like
22 to 24.
He lived his life.
22 to 24. He's either in college or grad school. He lived his life dangerously. He sounded like a model citizen in my book.
Evidently, I mean, what else do you do at that point? I don't fucking know. Stop eating fucking leftovers. That's what you do.
Stop eating other people's food.
Do you think he goes on a road show, like speaking in front of people?
He's like a motivational speaker now?
He's like in colleges.
What? So instead of mad, it'd be like, leftovers. Don't eat
nuggets against
Dello. Don't eat leftovers.
No, it's got to be nuggets though.
Students against Dello. No,
nuggets against
Dello.
Eating others.
I don't know. Okay, that's over. I'm over that. It was fun at first.
I'm just gonna make a chicken nugget shirt. It's gonna be nuggets against eating. We gotta come up with a better one than NAEL.
Yeah. I'm over it.
To get kind of
fucked up.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Finland, on the other hand, is the happiest place in the world.
For the 6th time running.
Is it really?
Yes.
Don't they pay like 70% in taxes though?
No.
I'd rather be unhappy and not pay 60% in taxes.
It calls itself the land
taxes.
of midnight sun. So, and there's a purpose for that.
Oh no, he didn't die. He's alive. Yeah, this little nugget's alive.
So it's called the land of midnight sun because it's nightless days during the summer, and perhaps the extra light has affected the moon in Finland. So I guess they go 3 months all sun.
3 months all sun.
3 months all sun.
And then there's probably an opposite to that, right?
No,
they go 3 months all not sun.
They just said 3 months all sun. So they think that maybe, okay, so yeah, that probably you're getting a lot
There's
of
not a
vitamin
lot
D.
of seasonal adjustment
Exactly.
depression.
They're
down
getting a
there,
lot of vitamin
up there,
D.
over there.
So for the 6th in a row, the Nordic nation has topped the table of the world's happiest report, beating Denmark in second and third place Iceland. And I'm going to show some pictures because these places are beautiful in a second.
You need to plug your shit in.
The U.S. was 16th on the list. They don't say out of how many. With the worst was Afghanistan.
No.
Judged to be Afghanistan,
Like,
where
no,
millions
fuck
have been
off. Like,
where millions
North
have been
Korea's
driven
not
into
in there.
poverty and hunger after the foreign aid dwindled in the wake of the Taliban
No.
seizing power in 2021.
Like, Jan, I don't know. There's got to be a whole bunch of ties in that fucking for worse places to live. Like, I don't think this is including all of.
It
like,
doesn't give you all of them. Like I have the first 10, top 10.
Like the worst.
So
I
here's
mean,
the thing.
it's
What's
gotta be.
crazy is little of this. I was like, really, it doesn't make any sense. But
I'm kind of more interested in the worst places to live.
this year
Like North
report
Korea.
published 3 years after the coronavirus pandemic began, surveyed some 137 countries and found that there was a global surge of benevolence in 2020 and particularly in 2021. So other people were benevolent to each other, which I looked it up and now I can't remember what benevolence means. It's
Giving away money. Giving away.
loving contribution.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily money.
But it's giving away of something.
Of with love. Average happiness in our country ranking for emotional as well as life evaluations have been markedly stable during the 3 years COVID-19 happened. And I was like, no, I thought people like hated life during the COVID pandemic.
Oh, no. People like to be home because they were getting paid to be at home. Like some people. That was fine.
Yeah, but some people were super lonely.
Yeah, no, they were depressed people. Absolutely.
The measure of misery fell slightly during those years as well. Remarkably resilient is what they're saying. People ended up being the
Was
pandemic.
it Sweden that didn't shut down shit? I think it was Sweden that never shut down anything during COVID, and they have like the lowest
Yes, I do believe you're right.
death rates of.
So the
everyone.
report was
Weird.
produced using 6
Strange. I
variables:
don't know.
GDP per capita, social support, healthy life expectancy, freedom to make life choices, generosity, perception of corruption, dystopia, a benchmark for the world's least happy countries. So those things they use. So but they say Finland is so happy because they say in the small country north of the Arctic Circle with a population of 5.5 million, work commutes are usually quick, freeing up more time in the day for people to enjoy themselves.
There's
afterwards.
literally 5 million people. Like San Antonio has what?
I have
6
no
million
idea.
or some
I
shit
have
like
no
that.
idea.
Their whole
So the whole country has
is like what we have here, or something, some shit
Um,
like that, right? I don't know if that's necessarily true, but it's like how many people are in fucking San Antonio?
So they also, so it's added that some have pointed to the Finnish concept of sisu. I don't know if I'm saying that right. SISU. Sisu, which describes the people's stoicism, determination, and resilience.
Sishu. We have 1.4 million as of
I
2021.
didn't think it was that many.
And so
but-
we're like, that's like the size of LA, maybe something like that. New York
Maybe.
City, something like that.
so it's like the state of Texas has how many?
Fuck, I don't know.
So I'm gonna show you.
But the thing is, like 29.53 million people in the state of Texas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're smaller. The
So maybe it's
country
like
is
Dallas.
smaller
Yeah.
than the state. Oh, wait.
So
wrong
no,
thing.
you need to just switch that out. Yeah. So you go, okay. You're very happy. You've very much socialized,
So I have pictures of the
services,
top
which
10.
is cool if you're if you're all about that,
See if I can make this bigger.
right? It's probably really pretty.
Trying to make it bigger. Hold on.
Let's see.
How do I make it bigger?
What do you mean?
That's what
Probably
she
a little
said.
button in the bottom corner. It's been a week since we've had to do a show.
Okay. Here we
Forgot about all this shit.
go.
Let me
Okay.
know.
So this is Finland.
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 Okay.
This is
Finland in the
Denmark.
water. Oh,
this is Denmark.
okay.
I love all the different colors of the like buildings.
Okay.
This does look happy. Iceland. I just wonder, are they always cold?
Yeah. 100%. But Iceland is green and Greenland is ice.
Oh, so they're not that cold then.
Nope, they're cold as fuck. Just keep that in mind.
Israel was number 4. I'd visit.
Okay.
Netherlands was number
Make
5.
it bigger, Greg. Can you make it any bigger?
Oh shit.
Make it bigger.
Are they being sarcastic?
Probably. It's Nico.
Oh yeah, he's being totally. How did you fall for that, Lamontagne? Disappointed in you. I gotta make it smaller.
Just leave it alone. Quit touching it.
That's what she said. This is
China.
No, fuck. Everything's blue now. Stop it. Thanks.
Thanks, Nico. Just stop. Stop touching
The
shit.
Netherlands.
Okay.
Number 5. Sweden.
Sweden.
It always makes me think of the Muppet Chef.
Or the
The one, the tall skinny one.
Yeah.
Norway.
Okay.
Look, it's pretty easy. Others, maybe that's why it's probably number 7.
Russia.
Switzerland.
Okay.
It's really pretty. We could go to Switzerland. I'd totally go. We watched that Deep Star 6. Yeah.
Sucked.
But that's the guy was like, the mountains in Switzerland.
No, I
It
posted
doesn't
that
suck.
picture. It was from 1984 or some shit like that. It was fun.
Luxembourg.
Yep.
And New Zealand. I'd go to all those places. I
Yeah.
don't know if I would live there.
So I have a friend that was trying to get back from fucking New Zealand from work, Jen. It took her one flight got canceled and it took her 3 extra days.
Why?
'Cause they didn't have any more flights going to the United States. Or
That's why
even
they're so
close.
happy,
Yeah, they're just like, fuck it. We're on an island
right?
where you have to be mask mandated and everything's all fucked up up there. You don't want to live there.
Mm-mm. I just want to go visit.
Okay, go visit. I think that's where
Oh, that's
King, I
hard.
think that's where King Kong lives. New
No, that's-
Zealand.
That's.
Have you seen the mountains in New Zealand? Have you ever seen mountains
I
in
thought
New
he
Zealand?
lived in Japan.
No.
Oh, King Kong, not
Not
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
King Kong lived on Kong Island, and that was in the jungles.
Of New Zealand.
Maybe
I don't know. I don't know the answer to any of this shit.
I don't know, but I mean Finland.
Cheers to Lance Reddick. If you guys don't know who Lance Reddick is,
Yes.
he played the gentleman in what you would most recently
Good word.
know as John Wick. That dude was
The
awesome.
movie John Wick, not the
the
character.
movie John Wick, yeah. He was the bellhop.
He was the bellhop.
desk guy.
Whatever. He was the
But,
manager.
yeah,
No, he
man-
was the manager. Hotel manager.
The hotel manager. He just recently died, unfortunately. I think it was the day before yesterday. Or yesterday. One of the other. Tragic
Last week.
absence was felt at John Wick Chapter 4 premiere.
That was
week.
last. That was Monday, I think.
Yeah, something like that. They like co-stars, everybody was making, they had a big fucking thing about him. Even like Keanu Reeves was like, it fucking sucks, not having him here, especially he's been in all
of them. Yeah, they
And
all said
There's
that.
plenty of characters that haven't been in.
No,
all
they have
of
a
them.
lot of new characters. They
Yeah.
have a lot of martial, like
Excuse me.
I can't think of his name. He's very popular in the Asian like martial arts
Yeah.
scene. Two
So,
of them.
but one really cool thing that I wasn't aware of is he was a huge
Yes.
gamer guy. I
Reddick.
don't want to call him a huge gamer guy, but he was a big gamer guy, right?
Yeah.
And there's another thing that's kind of going on. Oops.
He gamed.
He gamed.
Yeah.
So he was in a game, he did voiceovers for a game called Destiny.
Okay.
Right. And they had Destiny 1 and 2, and Destiny 2 he played. Destiny fans have gathered in game to pay tribute to the late Lance Reddick. So I'm gonna wrong picture. I'm gonna blow this picture up a little
Yeah,
bit
he was young.
so that you can see it a little easier, hopefully. So it's gonna cover us a bit.
Okay.
All right, so there we go. All right, so you'll see this gentleman. He has a dot, kind of like a star over him. That is his character. He was playing evidently the day before. He would go in and play the game. It was playing evidently the day before. And I guess I don't play a lot of first player games or anything.
Mhm.
But in this game, you leave your character and you just exit out and your character stays
Stand
there.
still. Okay.
Right? So the actor who played
Oh, they're all bowing.
Yeah. The actor who played Commander Zavala in Destiny franchise was found dead at his home in Studio City on Friday. He passed away from natural causes. Now, Destiny 2 players have gathered around Reddick's character, Commander Zavala, in-game as a way to pay tribute,
That's really cool.
which I thought was kind of a fucking cool thing,
That's
right?
really cool.
like, I'm not a gamer guy, you know, and shit like that, but I think it's just kind of a cool tribute.
Yeah.
Where I was also thinking, I was like, I hope they don't like
Remove
fuck
his character.
with his character. Just like, if the game could somehow make it like immortalize it and make it a statue there or something like that,
Right.
that you could never destroy. I thought that would be kind of a really cool,
that's cool.
kind of idea. Since news broke of his death, dozens of videos and screenshots have appeared online of players making their way to the character's in-game location. Players have been emoting or kneeling in front of Zavala to pay tribute to the actor who passed away. It was Friday.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's just kind of a cool way to, again, pay tribute to somebody if you know, if you had a voiceover, but he was also part of it. It wasn't just making money and doing a voice.
No, he played. Like, after he did it, he played the game.
He played the game.
Active
He would
with
pop in.
Yeah.
There's a video. There's pictures of him like playing the game, and then, you know, with his dogs next to him, he's got the headphones on and he's playing. He's got the you know, Xbox or whatever it is.
It just makes you realize that because he was fine one day and not the next. So you really got to live your life to the fullest.
Fuck yeah, have fun. Have fun.
Yeah.
Right? That's kind of the idea behind fucking everything at this point. You know, reality can hit 2000 in your face. So, watching Iconoblast, but cheers, no worries. I know Iconoblast decided they fuck everybody up and go play tonight and Friday, same times as us. I'm gonna send Joel a quick message and be like, motherfucker, move.
We might like your voice, but just maybe we move Friday show then.
It's all good, but no. So just kind of, again, it's one of those things. I think it's just a cool tribute.
Yeah.
Like, he passed away, and it's cool that like everybody else, but he had a bigger span than that. And I think a lot of people kind of understand that.
So I watched the they had a CNN reporter or some reporter, national reporter, at the premiere that they did earlier this week. And I was like, man, even all the men have Botox now. Like all their,
I need it. We talked about this out in the garage.
Their foreheads were so smooth and they didn't move like when their eyebrows moved.
I
was
need
like,
to get this one. Like, do I get filler on this motherfucker? What do I do?
You can, but you do. Yeah, it's. Listen,
I can't make it do it.
You're
now.
not getting it before I get it. No,
only time
we can only afford for one of us to get it, so it's me.
No.
Yes.
I've never had it before.
I don't care.
So
when you're
the only time
53, then you can trump me, but I will I'll be 60 then, so I'm still gonna beat you. Holy fuck. When you're 63, and when you're 53, I'll be 60. Damn.
I know.
Oh well. Better enjoy it between now and then.
Good though.
Thanks,
Whatever.
honey.
You're doing all right. You're doing all right. I'd still hit it.
You do still hit it.
I mean, even when you're 60, I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm not going to trade you in quite yet.
Yes, he did, DJ. Frightening me. He did died Friday night of natural causes, they said, which sounds like probably a heart attack.
Yeah, something like that. Beth gets Botox. Greg gets kegerator.
I think the kegerator.
No, see, the problem is I can afford my beer. That's telling me I can't afford fucking Botox.
It's expensive. Well, I mean, it's not expensive. It's $800 a pop, usually. $8,000 to $10,000 a pop.
I'm not really going to get Botox in my forehead. I might.
I mean, I'm going to get Botox in my forehead, and then I'm going to get filler in my 11s.
But I'd much rather get a boat and live down in Florida.
So you can get even more wrinkled?
No, I'll just wear the big
sun?
hat.
Oh.
I've got like 3 of them
now
that I live in Texas. So
no, you didn't have those because of Texas. You had those because you started going fishing at the coast.
In Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you'd never really gone fishing before.
Fucking same thing, bruh.
I
gotta find this story. Man accidentally hires an FBI agent.
No, accidentally, motherfucker.
That's what this article says. Man accidentally hires an FBI agent to kill his fucking wife.
There's no accident then. If he said, "Can you shoot my wife?"
Did you know there's a statistic? I was listening to some podcast last night that we only look at like 2% of the internet. And the other 98% of the internet is considered like dark web or deep web, where you can do this shit.
How do you even get there? That's what I want to know.
There's certain like search engines. Search engines.
Oh, was it like?
I don't know. I can't remember. Like
darkengine.com?
Like Core or something. I think I got it wrong, but something like that.
I'm okay not knowing it.
But nonetheless, no, I mean, like you just go out there and you're like, I need some.
And that they have like the FBI have like
Hitman.
They have
The dude's like
Decoy's not the
agents,
word I'm looking for, but like an agent.
Undercover.
Yes,
yeah,
thank you.
You see, yeah. So a man
informant? No.
accidentally.
Accidentally.
This is the fucking article, man. He accidentally hired an undercover law enforcement agent. That's this guy right you're seeing right here. So he hired one to kill that pretty.
I wonder if she was breaking up with him.
It's his wife. Do you break up when you?
I mean, it's still a breakup.
Is it?
It's just a more brutal breakup.
It's not a divorce.
It's both.
See, don't have kids when you break up. Just cut that shit in the middle and be like, go on your merry way. Unless you're rich.
If you're
And
rich, well,
I made all the money.
and
Or
we
you
didn't,
made all the money.
and we
I'm like,
didn't sign a
bitch.
prenup. I get half, bitch. Whoever makes all the money loses half the money.
No matter what. Just set that into
But hopefully, you make so much money that you're like, take half.
like
I'm
Bezos.
still fucking rich.
I'm rich, bitch. Man accidentally hired an undercover law enforcement agent from the FBI to kill his wife, even going as far as beginning to sort out a whopping $10,000 cash deposit. Is that the guy you want to go after? Or
Yes.
you want to hire your shit like 10 grand?
That's pretty
No,
average.
you got
I
to
think.
put somebody out. You got no.
I think that's pretty average. How do you know? Have you looked into hiring a hitman recently?
Not yet.
Okay,
I
I have, and it's
I'm like,
I have, and that's average.
but I'm like 100 grand.
No, that's most people can't afford that. 10 grand, most people. Some
But if you
people.
really were like, dude, make this. I mean, see, he didn't go deep enough on the.
What
way.
if she was like somebody?
How much are you paying? 800. Nico said $800.
No, that was for the Botox.
Oh, that was. Okay.
You're a day late and dollar short on
Sorry.
I think 10,000. I think that's like the third time I've heard 10,000 for these average people hiring
That's stupid.
an
I don't
undercover
think they're-
hitman,
yeah,
an undercover
see-
agent as a hitman.
See, and they're also like
And-
hashtagging it. Need a hitman. Hashtag kill
Hashtag
my
shopping
wife.
for a hitman.
Hashtag my wife sucks dicks.
That's why I'm shooting her, or I want her shot.
Yeah, something like that.
Hashtag my wife sucks everyone's dick but mine. I need to kill her.
See, 100 grand.
No,
Because then you might be able to flip the FBI agent.
no,
They're pretty fucking
No.
saucy at this point anyway. Yeah, those guys are kind of like, give the fucking FBI, they make like fucking $30 an hour at this point. Yeah, they do.
Well, because they don't hire the best and the brightest anymore. They just hire anybody who's willing to go out there.
That's it.
Anyway, so 10,000.
Yep.
Did he get? Or did they arrested him?
Massimo Marageni from Massachusetts. Makes sense.
Is he
He
Italian?
looks like a Massachusetts guy.
He's a
Attempted his murder for hire plot last week, March 16th, and faces potential 10 years in prison for the crime.
Wow.
He pleaded guilty to murder for hire last week, according to
least he
a
wasn't an
press
idiot.
release from the U.S. Attorney's Office. The District of Massachusetts. He had unknowingly hired an undercover agent to
That's
kill his
very
wife while under the impression he was actually a contracted hitman. See, dude, you have to have better friends than that.
You gotta like.
I know at least one person. I literally know at least one person.
Does he still live in New Hampshire?
No,
Oh,
it's here in
would-
Texas.
that would be a hitman.
No,
Oh,
they would know somebody. That would know somebody.
do you work out with him?
Nope.
Do you work
I'll
with
tell
him?
you after.
Okay.
Not for us. It wouldn't
I
work.
don't want to know why you know
It
this
would
person.
not work for me and you.
I want to know why you know this person.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
I'll tell you after. Just remind me.
Why are you
after.
running with shady characters?
I'm not.
Excuse
But
me.
you're gonna be like, oh yeah. I swear to God. Hang on a second.
Write it down.
I am.
Don't cover it. Let me see. It better be big enough for me to read. Is it a book?
Right?
I don't think so.
No,
I
fuck that.
disagree.
Nope.
I think he probably knows people.
That's what I said.
Oh,
you know a
yes,
person
yes.
who knows a person, right?
He knows a person who
Yeah.
knows somebody.
Like
5
I
times
don't
down.
personally, but I know a person that knows a person. Guarantee it. It's like,
Maybe he did do time.
right? There's always somebody, right?
He did time for pulling a Nicolas Cage in what's that fucking movie? He didn't kill him, but he beat the shit out of somebody.
Yeah, dragged him out of the car and fucking on the side of the road.
That's the
like multiple times. He's done that. Anyway.
And then he married a rich girl after got out of jail and never had to worry about it.
Yeah. So, but friends are always friends, right?
I don't think he associates with people like that anymore.
You still know people.
You're like, tell him Bobby sent you.
So he had reportedly raised the topic of killing his wife with an informant who was later referred to.
Informant, that's what I was trying to say.
In court filings as confidential informants. Yes, of course. That's just how it goes. If a thread of text messages in January of 2021 between this guy and the CS showed that the husband yet again raised the topic of killing his wife. According to officials, the dude, Margarini or whatever, had complained about his wife seeking a restraining order against him. No, you don't say. Right? The pair linked up for a second time, which then he asked the UC agent to assist him in eliminating his problem. His wife is still alive, by the way. She didn't get killed by the FBI agent.
Because he was an FBI agent. Otherwise.
Right. So they went into it. They said it's going to cost you $10,000. Authorities revealed that he had later handed over $1,500 as a deposit.
$1,500? So I'm like, okay, do I pay $10,000 to have you killed, or do I just find a way to slowly kill you?
See, that there are other ways.
I mean, I do make your coffee.
You and Jesse need to get together and think about this and really think.
I do make your coffee.
Make it every morning, every night.
Every night for the next morning.
You just drip 1 or 2 little drops of mercury in there or something.
Little bit of rat poison or something that's not really going to change
my stomach.
Protein, like everything, like on the Hallmark movies. One time it was somebody's.
What do you do at
somebody's
that point?
protein shake? They'd put the poison in somebody's.
You
protein
mix that
shake.
shit in with that fucking green stuff that Brian eats.
Oh, and I tried
you wouldn't
so
even
hard.
know.
I got that bag of
what is
superfood?
That shit? Simple Greens or something?
So it's
no, that shit is poison. Like eat a steak, blend a steak, raw steak.
It tastes like it should be poison. Dude, here's the thing. I tried so hard. I drank it for like 3 days straight, and then I started drinking it.
You should not.
I drank it super fast, so it wasn't so bad. For me, it was the burp. Every time I burp, I was like,
that your body's upset with you.
Oh, my body's probably like, what is this fucking nutrition?
No, it's not
trying
nutrition.
to kill me.
Just eat meat. You'll be fine.
No, it's veggies. It was about the veggies. It's a day's worth of. It's a daily serving's worth of veggies in every glass. I mean, I don't eat veggies. It's probably something.
Nonetheless, he got convicted. He's going. He's in jail. But you know what? Don't accidentally hire a hitman. "Quote unquote" accidentally.
Accidentally means
but you know what? I mean,
accidentally on purpose.
Yeah, I mean, but if you're going to go to that deep dark web.
And
it's like a butthole.
Kind of go through a couple people, like. But here's the thing: so you get like 3 references. How do you know you don't know they're all the same person who's the undercover FBI agent?
I don't know, like you're hiring somebody.
Yeah.
But what if it's their first time and they get cold feet?
How about you just don't kill somebody? I mean, just fucking get divorced.
See, just get divorced and then life goes on. What if she's really a bitch?
So what?
She's like a serial bitch.
So
you're
what?
like, I can't even
then
let
just
her.
Get rid of her.
No, and then like her new husband comes after you because you're like, you should have told me she's such a bitch.
That was on him for not doing his homework before he married her.
Do your due diligence before you marry someone.
Yep.
Especially if they have baggage.
Yep. Hence the reason why I lived with you. I didn't live with my first husband. If I would have lived with him, I never would have married him.
Surprised you married me. Fuck.
Sometimes. I'm kidding.
It's only been 18 years.
You're a good nab, baby.
17 and a half years. We've been together 18 years. We've been together 18 years now as of October.
We're going to be married 16 years in August, but yes, we've been together.
God damn.
I just,
makes you like, oh my God.
And I've never wanted to kill. Well, I might have wanted to strangle you a couple times, but never physically really kill you.
Oh, bitch. I just wanted to punch you in the sternum and just make you like go.
I mean, it's sometimes like, I'm like just one hit upside the head with one like semi.
Just like a good fucking cuffing.
Just like a good cuffing. Just like a good.
Like not with the fingertips.
No,
like
no. I'm talking about like with just a good.
A frying pan?
A small pot. Just a small one. So it just doesn't kill him, but it fucking hurts.
No, that's fair. I understand that.
I don't want to kill him.
I don't want to. Yeah.
I just want to make him pay.
The fucked up part is this. It's like, oh no, women are like, I totally understand. Guys are like, nope, can't do it. We'll get arrested. And women are like, no, I don't understand that.
What do you mean?
I'm not allowed to do that to you. I can say it out loud in a joking manner.
I can't do it either.
No, theoretically, you probably would get away with it much easier than because you'd be like, I was just fucking with him.
I didn't think I was gonna really. No, I'm pretty sure women have gone to jail for trying to pull that one.
No, just like,
I didn't mean to bite his dick off.
like-
I just snapped a little too
Like-
hard.
I'm like getting some fucking a Coke out of the refrigerator, and you see behind the door like, bang, like,
Ding.
joke's on you.
Like maybe not even a pot. Maybe like the dog's brush, like the big plastic, like the back flat edge, just like boink.
That's not nearly no. That
Yeah, that wouldn't be as
that's not enough
satisfying.
damage. Cheers to you guys. Cheers to my wife trying to cause me mental damage. Violence strengthens marriages. Exactly, DJ. Fucking sounds great. Chris Beerwith said, sounds like a kinky role play night. Sometimes it is.
Gotta do what you gotta do to keep the
Fucking
love alive.
Keep that love alive. Apartment sizes are shrinking. This one is kind of one of those ones that you're like, makes sense. Because everybody's getting poorer. and
No,
people
that's not the
capitalism is trying to make
So that's
squeeze
some
the
of
dime,
it. But
right?
so the average size of a new apartment in 2022 was, and this is the average apartment, right?
Okay.
So this is like the normal,
like a 1 bedroom, or is it a
was 887 square feet. A 50 square foot drop since 10 years ago.
Okay.
With
Yeah,
the
but this-
largest decrease down 30 square feet over the last year.
okay?
So here's the thing. So the drop in size can be attributed to more studios.
Sorry, 800 square feet.
887. How big do you think my apartment was in Phoenix? My
Oh,
one
that was
bedroom.
big. Mine was way smaller. Mine was 450 square feet.
The one we met at? The one I was like, I'm never staying here. Did you had a kitchen?
I had a
it was
1
over
bedroom
on this side, right?
in that bitch.
Mine was a 1 bedroom, but mine also was
You
yours-
had a nice one.
I mean, I paid like
yeah, you paid a shit. You were over by fucking
I was in
the
the
Biltmore.
Camelback.
You were in the
yeah.
Biltmore.
Yeah.
I was in poor ass fucking.
You paid how much?
$450 a
I
month.
think at the time I paid like $650 or $1650.
Yeah, I paid $450.
And then moved to the next
like,
one, which was a
I'm like,
townhouse.
But note to self, yours didn't have a murder in the exact same apartment, one building over.
Oh no, I was smart.
One weekend.
As a woman,
And you didn't have somebody barge into your fucking
no, as
apartment.
a woman, I lived where I lived very on purpose
No,
because it was the first time I was moving to a city.
And you lived really, but this is back when Phoenix was, it's still pretty
It's still good.
Yeah.
But I was moving first time single, moving out of state.
Mhm.
First time single, moving to a big city. First time single, not having any fucking idea where I was moving to. I'm just gonna go work for the company down there. I'll find some place. The girl was great.
Found you a nice place.
Found me a
right
nice
down from the
place.
Biltmore.
I
Absolutely.
mean, I
You've
walked
never
to-
been to Phoenix. Like the Biltmore is the shit.
And there were
It's
places
nice.
within walking distance.
Yeah.
So like girlfriends would come over and we'd
Excuse
walk
me.
either to what was the pizza place I like in Phoenix?
Can't remember. I'm thinking
Anyway.
of it. Oregano's.
Oregano's. We could walk to Oregano's, or we could walk down to the mall. Well, the mall was a little far.
Yeah, Fast Square.
It's just faster drive. But then they had like
But you had
literally
the
across the
Biltmore
street,
shops
they
right
had
there.
that huge big white restaurant. Remember, it was Tommy Bahama's for a little while, but it was something before that. So there was a ton of places you could just walk
Oh, yeah,
to. Then they
You weren't dating then.
no. Then they
Bet they
decided.
wouldn't even give me the time of day.
Then they decided that they
But
were
I
gonna
did help her move.
they were gonna turn them into
Apartment, a condo.
condos, basically, and they wanted something like $200,000 for like
This
1,000
is
square
the
foot place.
08.
No,
08 bubble?
05,
05, 06,
05,
yeah.
06.
And all that shit fell through.
They were like, you
Guaranteed.
can buy it for 200,000. I was like, you can suck my big toe. I'm not buying this little bitty place for $200,000. First of all, I don't make enough money.
No, DJ made a good point. The average 2-car garage is 400 square feet, and he could easily live there, less to clean. I appreciate.
I think a guy
that.
can,
Yeah. No.
especially single.
I can
And
appreciate.
maybe
that.
even some girls can. I could not. I need space.
We've got almost 3,000 square feet here. We have too much room.
It'd be great if it was a one
But
story.
then again, when we moved here, it was less than what we sold our house for in Phoenix. There was 1,900 square feet.
Yes.
So we're like,
So we gained 1,000 square feet for nothing.
for less money. Yeah.
So they do attribute the drop in sizes because, first of all, there was a shortage on places to live, right?
Mhm.
So companies or construction people, like whoever, property owners were
Right.
trying to build more and less.
Yep. They're shrinking
So,
shit down.
and they were
maximizing space.
and they were doing, there's been a 50%, 57% increase in studios and 1 bedrooms.
Yeah.
So
'cause
you
people
can
are
have
broke.
those. Well, no, people,
No, people would. You would much rather. I would much rather have a 2-bedroom for $400 more
yeah.
than be like, well, okay, I'm maxed out on my budget.
So what's funny is Tallahassee, Florida has the biggest apartments and Seattle has the smallest apartments, which I believe because Seattle has nowhere to go but up. So they're trying to get as many apartments in a building as they can. It just was an interesting article to read
absolutely.
that I was
Things
like,
are shrinking. I had a meeting today, and when we were talking about, I can't remember the acronyms for it, but it's basically like those tiny homes.
yeah,
They're calling. There's
They were
ones that are
huge for a
built
while.
in where people are built like closing off their garages and creating an apartment
for somebody to live in,
for somebody to live
I
in,
would never.
or putting like, you can buy them, I guess, on Amazon,
Those
like small houses,
well, remember we checked
they're like-
that guy out that built those
tiny homes, kind of.
no. He built those houses out of the containers for
Well, those are
$60,000.
Those are containers. These are like, you can buy them for $4,000
Well, they're not huge. They're containers.
and put it. No, I know, but those are $4,000. Those were $4,000
They were
for the
60,000.
container. These you can go on to like Amazon, evidently, pay like $4,000,
Okay.
and it's a kit built house.
So you build it?
You build it in your backyard, and then you can rent it out.
Can we do it at the ranch?
That's what I was fucking thinking. I was like, fuck it, I can bring it up in the weekend and build that bitch, right?
Then you just need to get me running water and I'll actually go.
Nah, that's not gonna happen. But no, then nonetheless,
Couldn't we get a
pod.
no. They have the water things, water.
No, we have to plumb water.
No,
up
no,
to it.
you don't. They have the people that
A
ship
trough?
water. No, honey, stop for a second.
Stop.
The big things in the city that hold the water, what are those called? Water towers?
Yeah,
They're
we're
like the
not
water
get-
towers, but they're personal and they're smaller. And you just have people come out every 3 or 4 months and fill them full of water.
Still gets disgusting.
Not if you're,
Stagnant water. It's not flowing water.
probably has chlorine in it. It would be fine.
No. Nope. Mm-mm. You're not drinking.
All
or
I care about
showering
is a
enough.
toilet that fucking flushes.
Oh,
I
that's
don't,
what you
need
just
to take a
buy
shower.
buckets.
of what?
Water, or you bring gallons. We have shit tons of water containers. Stop it. It's kind of like an IKEA house,
I
but
need
it's
a
on
flush.
Amazon.
I need a
Let me look.
flush.
Yeah.
Flush.
Well, we get you one of those composting.
Well, here's the
commodes.
crazy thing. So the sharpest drop in 1 year was in 2022 when the average size went from 917 to 887, which was a 30 square foot difference.
Kit
So
home prefab, $15,000, and it's a kit home, and you build it on
how
site.
big?
This one is 16 feet by 32 feet.
What is that?
Looks like a barn. So
you go 16 by 32, right?
yeah. So do some math.
It's called a phone. I almost tried to do it and I was
16.
like, who am I fooling?
That's 512 square feet.
Oh no, I need something bigger than that. I
It's
guess
at the
for a weekend-
ranch.
For a
Jesus.
weekend. Here's the thing though. It would be for girls only. You guys would sleep in the hut.
How many girls are you bringing up to the fucking ranch?
If you guys
Like
go,
none.
if the
You
girls, if you guys go and we have this, the girls can go.
put some bunk beds in there.
A bunk bed and a twin bed, and bam, done.
10 grand. 9 grand.
yeah, I'm not
12 by
doing it, though.
20. What's 12 by 20? That's some math right there that we just can't figure out right now. 12 times 20. It's 240. I could get some bunks in
I was
there.
so good.
in
I
a
was like
toilet room. That's easy. That's like 8 grand.
240. Look, I did math. 240.
Retention
What?
tanks? No, she wants like a
What's a
little-
retention tank?
basically like a
It's a water-
catcher.
No, it's yes, but you buy them like you can buy them at Tractor Supply. They hold like I don't know,
Bridge
200 gallons of water.
Mhm.
They're and you just have people that live off grid use them.
And then they have water filtration off of them, and they have all sorts of stuff.
Just put a chlorine tab in that bitch once a week, and so
Little-
that way we
little
can know.
iodine.
I just need it to flush a toilet.
Then you don't even need to do that.
I do. I need to flush a toilet.
I'll buy you an outhouse. I'll put a flush toilet in there.
It doesn't flush if it's an outhouse. That's the whole point of an
No,
outhouse. It's
no,
a
no,
ground.
no.
It's a
Well,
hole in the
like
floor.
an outhouse that has like one of those composting toilets in it.
What's a composting toilet?
Never seen a compost. We'll get into that
No,
later.
I don't want to even. I need fucking water. I don't need dirty
You still
dirt.
flush
I
water.
don't need
in
to
it.
add to the greenhouse gases with my compost. They're saying that's
How
a
much
huge,
compost are you putting out?
No, they're talking about the ones in the
with your-
cities. They
with your
actually.
greenhouse.
I read an article today. The ones in the city are like putting out huge. So they're
No, they're not.
yes, they hold
Shit
on.
is shit. It's not doing
It's
anything.
funny because they're
It's all
talking about how the
make-believe.
compost stations are great for the environment. Well, they're actually causing a lot of greenhouse gas.
No, they're not. It's all bullshit make believe.
Well, that's what we're being
people
told.
fart and shit, and they've been doing that for about a billion years.
Farming does a lot.
Maybe not a billion years, but whatever. Deja vu is real. Did you know that?
Yes, I do it all the time.
We have that. I had some deja vu this weekend. I
My
had a
mom
shit
used to
ton of-
say that I had a gift, that I saw shit happen before it happened. Because I'd be like, I've told you before, I've done this before. This is what's going to happen. And then it
Now,
happens.
This is all I know about this, guys. This picture. Man's bizarre theory about afterlife might actually explain deja vu.
Wait, hold on. He's not coming in for me yet.
He will. One man shared his bizarre theory about what he thinks happens to us after he dies. Taking to TikTok to share his conspiracy, the man didn't just stop at attempting to explain what happens when you die, but even went as far as to theorize exactly why we sometimes experience deja vu. While slightly morbid, you can't deny that it's fascinating. So you can go out, you can check this dude out on.
So what is he saying?
Hang on a second. I'm trying to figure out where he's at. It doesn't matter. You can find him out.
Yeah,
Brandon
is right. Also,
Mulholland responded to a question posed by another TikToker who asked the question, what is conspiracy theory that absolutely blows your mind? So in his video, Mulholland detailed a theory he had read about recently, which he found seriously intriguing, saying that the caption, he hoped it gained some traction. He said, I'm not exactly sure if this is conspiracy theory, but I read about it 6 months ago. What if when we die, the light at the end of the tunnel is the light to another hospital? There we are born. And the only reason you come out crying is because you remember everything from your past life.
That wouldn't be deja vu. That'd be reincarnation.
And you're crying at the fact that you died and lost everything.
But you didn't, because you have a whole new chance to actually change shit around.
As you grow,
and that'd be reincarnation, not deja vu.
As you grow and start to forget this is where it comes in. As you grow and start to forget your past life and you focus on the life that you have now, patches of memory stay behind and that memory causes deja vu.
It's not deja vu.
So
it's
you're
still
passing
reincarnation.
from, like, tunnel. Imagine going through like a train tunnel.
Yeah, no,
And
that's
you go
called
into
reincarnation. That's not deja vu. I mean, maybe
But
it is.
the
They
deja
probably are
vu point
related. They may be related. I've done this, but when I have deja vu, it's literally the scenario that's occurring. It's not, oh, I remember this bit of my life that I've never
could
seen
happen.
before.
What do you think?
I do believe in deja vu. I don't believe it in the sense that it's part of reincarnation. I believe it's an ability.
You think it's a Matrix kind of thing?
No, I think it's an ability. It's it's a psychic ability.
Of what? What's it do for you?
Depends on who's using it.
Well,
Like,
what's the psychic part of it?
I can sometimes, like, I see something before it happens. It doesn't happen very often anymore. It used to happen when I was young all the time.
That's what that kind of points back
But
to this,
he's
right?
saying from a
While
previous
some
life,
social media users remain
take more mushrooms.
unconvinced,
Yes, Chris, you're right.
while some social media people said the idea sounded like an episode of Black Mirror.
I never watched
Which is
it.
actually the third time that's come up to me today. Black Mirror.
Black Mirror, really?
You're actually talking about Black Mirror shit at work.
No, I don't want to.
Like,
Yeah, okay.
Keep
going with this
in
story.
a really interesting way.
You'll have to tell me
One
afterwards.
person commented, "Whoa, dude, I never thought about it like that." Some other people said, "Did you have to? Oh my god, not
I
going
want to look
to
up
sleep for a week."
the
So
definition of deja vu. Give me a second.
it's just now. It's just kind of. But
did I
think
do?
about it. You're like, maybe.
So
Why is it so out there? Some people believe in God. Some.
they spelled deja vu.
DEJA.
Another word, VUE, right? VU.
VU.
Okay, so the definition of deja vu is a feeling of having already experienced the present situation. That's the difference. The present situation, not a flashback.
No, that's what he's saying. He's like, he can see something. I don't know.
But I think he's saying a flashback versus experiencing the present situation. Like, mine is always the present situation. It's not like from a former life where I'm like, oh, I got
no, it
really
means you've
one
already
night
done
time.
this before.
but
That's deja vu. It's you already.
it's a
done
present
it.
situation though.
Yeah,
It's
but you're in present.
but
You've already done it.
would it be deja vu if
That
I
means
can be
you've done
like,
it
hey
before.
Greg, you're gonna step on step number 3 and you're gonna
That would
fall
be
down.
deja vu.
Right, but that's not because I've seen you fall down the stairs before.
You have a premonition of something. You have a feeling of something. That's deja vu. The black cat. I've seen that cat come across there. It happened again. I saw it again.
No, that's Matrix.
That's deja
They French.
vu.
The
Boom.
phenomenon of feeling as though
I hear
one
you.
has lived through the present situation. It's talking about though living whatever. Okay, we could go on forever. 'Cause
So Allison, we haven't seen everything everywhere all at once yet. So
We
she
need
said,
to.
isn't that the premise for it? I don't know.
I thought she traveled dimensions.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
We don't
I
need
haven't
to get
seen
into
it,
that right
but-
now, but I don't know. I just wanted to throw that one out. I thought it was kind of an interesting one. Do you want to get into how old people actually are real quick?
Do I?
This one's kind of fucked
Well,
up.
no. What happened to mine? You skipped mine.
How old people actually are.
Oh, that's what you meant by
This is going to make you fucking
Yes.
feel old.
You know what's funny?
Or it's
So,
going to make you feel not old. You're like, oh, what's that fucking weird technology?
so I will tell you that.
I
Okay.
remember this shit came out. Do you remember when rewritable CDs came out?
Do you remember your? Okay, so this week the digital compact disc turned 40.
Do you guys know what a digital compact disc is?
CD.
A
These
CD.
guys know what a CD is,
Well,
don't
no,
you think?
no. Some of these motherfuckers are like 12.
So the first commercial compact disc was released in Japan on October 1st of 82. However, CD didn't make its way to the US until March of 1983. So that's why it's this month that it's 40 years old.
Yep.
The CD served as an alternative to the larger vinyl records and bulkier cassette tapes. Dude, but cassette tapes were great because you would record a song on the radio.
You could yeah.
Sleek and
Nope,
about the
true.
size of a drink coaster, CDs came with the promise of crisp, clean digital
And
music.
they had it.
When it came out first, it was only 4.5 inches in diameter, and could hold up to 74 minutes of music. You could skip traffic and shuffle through. Skip tracks and shuffle through.
Yep.
75 minutes was such a long time.
Fuck
Like
yeah.
rec albums would hold like 6 songs, and then CDs came out and they're like, we played 30 songs on this CD.
We're
The
at
CD
67 minutes right now. Think about that.
the CD would eventually overtake cassette sales by the late 80s. Over the years, music lovers have purchased 14.9 billion CDs since the format arrived.
Half of those were AOL fucking discs to fucking sign up.
No, I
Yeah.
think they're
Not just
anyway,
the
maybe,
music
but
CDs.
so eventually they lost ground due to
CDs
the
nuts. What Nico said.
MP3. What was it? Was
MP3
that the
player.
yeah? But
It's where
they
you
also had the
download
disc player.
things.
But yeah, MP3 players and the iPod.
I had a CD Walkman. Like not the Walkman, but I had a CD
yeah.
Walkman.
I never had one of those.
I had one of the. I think I still have it in
Do
a
you
box.
know your first CD? I was like, when did I even get my first CD? Probably when I was in college. My mom was like, we're not spending money on that. So it would have been
Probably
like
I
late
went through a
80s.
huge Dave Matthews. It wasn't late 80s. It was for me.
I
no.
feel like
It
mine
wasn't-
was probably late 80s when I was
all
in
tapes.
college.
No, it was all tapes.
Living with people who were huge
In the late
music
80s,
buffs.
it became less expensive in like the mid 90s.
I don't know. I can't. I was
Because I
trying to
think mine
remember.
was probably like one of the like.
Because I
the
still
first Dave
remember
Matthews
driving
Under
my
the Table
my
Dreaming,
Hyundai
something
I
like
got
that.
in 92,
Fugazi. 90 No, I had a Fugazi
90,
tape.
somewhere in there. And I remember sticking B-52s. Nope, they were still CD tape. I mean,
CD
eight
player.
tracks.
Yeah, 8 tracks.
Not 8 tracks. You know what I meant?
Like
Cassette tapes.
Jesus Christ, how old are you?
Cassette tapes. My Camaro was the first car that I had that had a CD player in it.
My
And it was a
truck had
10 it was a 10 disc CD player. I was like, who's fucking big pimping now, bitches? This girl.
It was 94 or 5 before I had a CD player.
And since then,
No,
even the
because I had
Oh,
this. I had the CD player.
Okay.
It was on the little
Oh, did you put the
springy
tape
thing.
in the car?
It was on the little springy thing that was all because the vibration. You put the CD thing in there.
And you put the
stick-
tape
and you put the
player.
tape in there.
That's
Remember
hilarious. I
that?
forgot about
But it
those.
was on like a basically
I
like
didn't
a
have one of those.
spring thing
so that it would bounce with
so
the
it
car
wouldn't-
ride.
so it wouldn't
Yes.
like skip the disc. Yeah.
That's
God
funny. You
damn
had
it.
one of those?
Yeah.
I never had one of those.
My-
I don't even know. I think I
In
might
my
have had a
1988 Jeep Comanche.
I think I might have had a Walkman. No, did I have a Walkman? My mom was so against anything that went in your ears. I mean,
DJ
Plus-
makes a good point. He said that the first iPhone had more computing power than the first Apollo mission. Exactly.
No, it did.
This thing
And let's
has
face
a
it,
terabyte of data storage.
since now
and
streaming music has put almost every type of external.
there's like what we see last night or whatever his name said is like every minute, like more
I don't know what you're
pictures
talking
and
about.
video are taken than the first 10 years of film photography.
I don't know.
Something
Was
like
I
that.
there? I don't know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
So basically, there's more shit taken on one of these or on digital, and audio clips and
Right.
video clips and
Right.
everything. It's like,
And it's funny because we found the other
Those
day,
were
didn't
the
we find
days.
like we found my little skinny, remember they came out with a little skinny iPods,
they're
the
downstairs
pink
in your
one.
dresser.
Then you
or
have
in
the
your
big
desk.
silver one I got you that's engraved in the back. This is something like happy birthday,
I love you, honey.
something retarded like that. Oh shit, I said the R word.
You're allowed.
But it's
We're
funny because
taking back that
now
word, I told
I just streaming, dude. I can stream through my car. I can stream. I mean, still through my
It's all
phone,
through my phone.
but
Yeah.
you don't need a lot of shit anymore.
But then again,
But
I
a
don't
lot of people
own any music.
still swear that vinyl is the way to go.
Nope, fuck that. I'm not owning a fucking.
don't-
I'm never gonna do that. Fuck
I'm never
that.
gonna do
I
that.
was never
I think
into
it's.
it.
I think it's. I had a ton when I was little. I
Nah,
had that-
yeah, but
I had
like
the little
Madonna
personal.
shit, fuck that.
I had all
No.
80s.
Uh-uh.
Don't judge my music, bitch. That's what was good when I was young, and it's still good today, motherfucker.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
Have
is.
you seen that woman's face?
I'm not talking about her face.
Oh.
I heard a song from 2002 the other day.
And you started crying.
Well, I was already crying, but I heard a song and I was like, "Oh, I remember this song. It's so good." And that should have been the song I karaoke to when I was drunk, like 4, 5, 6, 7 months ago.
Boom's got vinyl.
Are you a
Some
vinyl
people
guy?
are vinyl. I'm just not.
some people
I've never
swear
been a
by
vinyl.
it. I am too klutzy for it.
I'm not klutzy. I just like I don't. I used to listen to music.
And then they were
I just
talking
don't.
about like the guys on the newscast were a little bit older that were talking about this, and they're like, and if you had a record you really loved and it had a scratch on it, you would just put a penny
What's up, Jonathan?
you'd put a penny on top of the little needle box, and so it would just play past that scratch instead of sticking there.
And yeah, that's
I never did that either. I
Yeah.
was like, wow, how old are you?
12s and 45s. I've still got all my brother Chris's, who passed away fucking 30 plus years ago. I've got all of his records. They're all in a box somewhere in the house, wherever they're hidden. But his 45s, those little ones, remember the little ones?
I do. They had the big circle. You had to have that piece that fit over the center
Yep.
thingy so that it could still
I've got
play.
all those somewhere in this fucking
I
house.
no, you don't.
Yeah, I think they're out in the box out in the garage. I've
Well,
got all his
now they're
tapes.
ruined. Then
Maybe Joe has them.
I'm pretty sure
I think
you
I've got all
don't,
of his
because you would have
tapes.
shown them to me the 7th time we moved.
No, because I don't, dude. Yeah, exactly. I just stopped. We just move shit now. All right, so fuck these gym bros. Gym addicts eating dog food for protein is leaving people disgusted. What is
Woom
your
said this girl had no idea what we were talking about.
what?
She's 20. Woom's girlfriend is 28. She has no idea what we're talking
Ask her
about.
if she's ever seen a house phone. Straight up question. Like, do
I'm
not
trying to
explain
think
it.
What
Do not
movie
explain
it was? Oh, it was a Hallmark mystery movie.
Have you
She
seen a
had
house phone?
she had a desk phone,
She should
which I
be-
thought was hilarious. I was like, nobody still has a desk phone, but maybe they're making a comeback.
There was a video where some young girl was like, "We need
Some
to come
young
up
girl
with this."
sounds really bad when you say
Like,
that.
I mean, but she was younger, like
I know, but some
late
cut the-
teens, something like that.
the
We
young
need to
guy.
come up with a phone that it's just tethered to the house where everybody can get to it. Because
That's bullshit. She knew what it was.
no, she legitimately like go ask somebody to use like a young person. We need to do this. We'll go find a vintage phone.
You don't have to be that smart to figure out a fucking phone. Now, maybe a cordless phone you
But
might
if
have
you've
to be.
never seen a rotary dial phone,
We're gonna ask the girls next door.
they've never seen a rotary dial. They're 9 and 16.
They're 11 and
they're
16.
Whatever.
Dumbass.
Jesus Christ, I was off by a year, dumbass.
9?
Or whatever.
She's almost 12, actually.
She's still
She's
this
12
big.
next month.
Whatever. She's never seen a rotary
Don't
phone
call it a comeback
because
That's
she's
funny.
never needed to see a fucking rotary phone, right? She's never had to. These
I
things
thought the
came out in
best thing-
2007.
I thought the best thing that ever happened was the cordless phone because I could take it from the living room before my parents
That
got me my
big
own.
ass antenna.
Go sit on my bed and talk to my boyfriend. I swear I was going to marry when I was like 14 years
Talking,
old.
doing the sex talk.
No,
Sexy,
you didn't
talk.
do the sexy talk. Your parents were in the house.
All right, you
He's
ready?
running up to the nearest.
Whatever. Nico said we had rotary phones in our barracks. Exactly. But you're on that cusp. So gym addicts have come up with the unusual fix to gain some muscle and increase their protein intake. You hearing me on this one, Castro?
No, I'm sorry. Somebody asked, does Beth know about Greggio?
Yeah, it's okay. Gym addicts are eating dog food to bump up their protein intakes.
Ew, that sounds so gross because I smell my dog's can of dog food and I'm like,
it
ugh.
seems that huge cement-like protein shakes may be a thing of the past for some TikTokers trying to bulk up by chowing down on a little something different. Last month, 21-year-old gym bro Henry, I don't have a picture of it, but earned 2.8 million views after he filmed himself feasting on dog food for gains.
Was it at a canned food, I guess?
It was kibble.
No fucking way.
Users watched in horror as
That's
Clarity munched on colorful dog.
Wombs girl doesn't
Kibbles.
know the rotary phone.
Fucking told you, bro. Take a picture of it. Like, get one. Go fucking find one. Just find one anywhere and take a video and see if she knows how to use it. Don't explain anything to anybody. Just figure it out and be like, dial my phone number from that. And then you'll know. Like, it's just different.
TJ asked if anybody else have the Sony mini disc.
I had one.
He said it got him through 2 deployments.
3.25 inch discs or the smaller ones. Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't a fat girl. I knew that was going to come in and out.
But if you're on deployment, you wanted like smaller.
Well, you got less to pack
yeah.
that way. Yeah.
Yeah. It was kind of like the Betamax of VHS versus VHS. So it all started out with a challenge with his 171,000 followers on the video sharing platform. So basically, stop eating stupid shit. Like, it's just going to make you sick, right? Like, you can't give dog food to
the guy who lost his arms and legs. That's what's going to happen.
Maybe this is the same guy. I don't know the answer, but I just wanted to throw this one out there that, like, don't be a dumb nut, right? It's just stop it. Stop it already.
That's what people do stupid shit for attention.
Yeah, absolutely. He got a fucking shit ton.
I'm wondering though, is he like one out? Like they're saying for gains, but is he like a one-off?
Got 171,000 views.
2.1 million.
Go out to the Castro Files. We got new shirts. She got a new shirt.
Wait,
Castro Files podcast.
Whiskey Kitty.
It's on Minor League Studios. She's got the Whiskey Kitty shirt. You get those out on Minor League Studios.
You guys know the story behind Whiskey Kitty. Some of these guys may not know.
Tell them.
That came up when Beth started doing her whiskey reviews because I'd start off all nice and polite and pretty, and by the end of the show, I'd be sloshed and
so that kitty
talking like a
it's got like
sailor.
a torn ear.
So it starts off the other way. We have a pretty kitty. She's in her skirt with a flower in her hair. She looks all presentable. And then you got a Whiskey Kitty who had way too much.
She's got a switchblade and a bottle of whiskey.
Way too much whiskey.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me.
They're all designed for us, so go check them out. They're not expensive. $20, some 20.
What was a beta disc?
I don't know what a beta disc is.
Was that the little ones that were like that big?
No, I'm thinking the ones that are like that
That's
big.
what I'm saying. They were like that
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But you can get these out. Same thing. Castro File shirts are pretty cool. We got the alien ones out there. We've got mugs and tumblers and all sorts of good shit out there. Go check them out if you don't mind. And then also, let's jump into real quick, if you don't mind, fellas and ladies. Feel goods.
Oh, are we going? We're jumping?
Yep. Okay. We're jumping over to feel goods.
So mine is let me find it.
Feel goods are always good because this week has been rough and we have to refocus ourselves and be like, fuck this. We got to find something that's cool.
Yeah. So this one is an Army vet. Do you guys remember the mass shooting at Club Q in Colorado Springs a handful of months back? Well, this Army vet is one of 2 people that rushed the shooter and probably saved a ton of lives.
Was this the father?
Yes.
Yeah.
Richard Fierro.
He lost his son.
He lost his girlfriend's boyfriend got killed, but they were
son-in-law, but yeah.
Almost basically. Yeah. So he was where is it? Tell me, because it talks
awarded,
about he was awarded. I'm trying to find the name of the. Bless America! It was right there, and I lost it. So he was awarded an award for Serviceman of the Year.
Scroll back down through it and find it.
Okay, here it is. The decorated Army veteran who served 4 tours in Iraq and Afghanistan received the Life-Saving Military Hero of the Year award.
That's awesome.
This past Saturday at Rocky Mountain Heroes Soiree in Denver, a fundraising gala hosted by the American Red Cross of Colorado and Wyoming. This award is presented to a member of the armed forces, active or veteran, whose heroic actions demonstrate exceptional courage. So he was able to get that award this past Saturday with his whole family present. What I really liked is because they tried to, of course, the media, right, tried to change it to his guns, like his stance on guns. And he was like, look, I served in the military. I've shot a lot of guns. It's not for me to decide if it's right or wrong. It's for the American people to decide.
Yeah.
And he left it at that. And I was like, bravo, sir.
Right.
Bravo.
Oh, yeah.
He said, what I think we need to focus on more than if guns are good or bad is kindness and being kind to each other. Because maybe if somebody had smiled at that dude earlier in the day, he wouldn't have come to this nightclub and shot a bunch of people up. And I was like,
take on it, right?
wow.
Or
Yeah.
the guy was just a fucking tool. I'm glad.
It could be
He
a
was
little
able
bit
to
of
stop it.
both,
Yeah.
but yeah. So congratulations to, again, Richard Fierro.
Decorated. Yeah. So, I mean, it's relative, but it doesn't matter. He helped to stop something.
He did a good thing.
Yeah.
And he was recognized for that. And so that's awesome.
It's all good. So mine is, we got off the internet today talking with Andrea up late from night shift and late night. We had planned to do this like last week or 2 weeks ago. Just cool to have, like, we've got some new shit coming up. We've got one, I had mentioned this maybe last week or something, but everything got all fucked up. So Beth got to meet her virtually. So it's cool as we just kind of continue to try and expand.
Yeah.
The bar is open, trying to continue to expand the Castro files. Go out, like, subscribe, do all that shit. Share this shit because we try and have fun. We try and share it with other people. Bring other people into the crowd, just like we did with Nooner Nation with the Ross Patterson Revolution. That started out by just people hanging out.
Yep.
And it's thousands of people now, right? So go out, do that for us if you don't mind. It's kind of a feel good. So entertainment, YouTube TV and AMC. This is one that you got me onto.
I find you a lot of good shit.
The
Hey, honey, I found this preview.
that dirty black bag.
It's a Western.
It's a Western. Yeah. It's fucking good, dude. And it's brutal.
Yeah.
It's like it's not bone tomahawk cutting a dude in half brutal, but it's pretty fucking close. And if you have YouTube TV or probably the AMC app, I don't know.
Or if you have AMC on your cable subscription.
Yeah, something like that. Go check it out. I don't know when the new one's coming out. You told me.
No, that you watched this
season.
No, this was the first season.
Oh,
we just I thought it was starting, but it was already going, and I
dude,
was able to hit record, and it got you all the episodes.
It was fucking. It's legit. This dirty black bag or that dirty black bag. Go check it out if you're into.
It's got. I can't think of his name. We've seen that guy in so many movies. He was in
the fucking one with the priest. Priest, not the movie The Priest.
He was they couldn't decide if he was worked for the devil or for God, but
that was like a TMC. No,
that was an AMC movie.
AMC show or whatever. Anyway, go check that out for sure. And then Sunday, Beth and I sat around and we're like, I was like, you know what? You want to watch
Yes.
She's not a big.
Asked you. I said, can we watch something funny?
She's not a big like stand-up comedian.
Sometimes I don't get it.
Watching shows, yeah, because you have to pay attention. She watched Bert Kreischer's fucking Razzle Dazzle, and it was hilarious.
It was good. We were laughing.
So she's like, "Does he get naked every time he comes out, or whatever?"
And then the other thing
I was like, "Yeah, he does." I was like, "The fucking guy is."
I was
hilarious.
like, for how heavy it is, his tummy is very firm.
That's because he drinks a shit. That's like my grandfather.
He probably
like
does sit-ups, but he doesn't change the way he eats. So he's got
probably like rock hard from drinking too much booze. My grandfather was like that. And he'd be like, "You want to go to the jacuzzi?" We'd be in Florida and be like, "No, Grandpa." I'm like, "Fuck you, Grampy." I'm like, "That's creepy." And then we then we'd almost killed our cousin with the golf cart. So whatever. That's another story for another time, right? But you go, fuck it. Go watch something fun. Enjoy something fun. Today in history, 2018, United States President Donald Trump imposes $60 billion worth of tariffs on Chinese imports. Well, that's all gone now. So,
I was going to say.
Well, I was just like, well, we tried. So with that, we're going to sign off and go eat our fucking microwave pizza.
Not microwave. We're cooking in the oven.
What
It's
kind of
delicious.
pizza we having?
It's a croissant crust DiGiorno pepperoni pizza.
We've had
good.
one before. Is that the one we had?
Pete is the one that recommended that. So you know the
It's a
foodie.
croissant crust pizza.
You know the foodie knows his shit. And he was like, it's so delicious. I was like,
Pete
oh.
McGuire, go out and if you've recently seen the new Jared Taylor video that came out today, he was the one that videoed.
He's the producer.
That he did all the video on it.
Okay.
So go ahead and give him a shout out. So Pete McGuire 1 on Instagram. Thank you guys so much. Go out, like, subscribe, hit all the buttons, do all the fucking shit. We'll see you back here Friday.
Friday.
We're back on our regular schedule, and then we'll be recording like a shit ton of
We're gonna.
Castro files.
I don't know that I
This coming
signed up for
weekend.
that yet, but yeah.
Yeah,
that's
we're
what I'm
doing
being
that.
told.
We're just knocking shit
That's what
out.
I'm being
So you
told.
have a whole bunch of Castro files. But if you don't mind, go out and check out the Castro files. They're fun as shit. They're 20 minutes, 17 minutes, something like that.
20-ish
Something-ish.
normally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you guys. We love you guys so much. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Let's go Gonzaga. Don't fucking know about basketball.
Well,
That's just what Allison said.
alma mater.
That's what it is. Cheers, you guys. Have a great
Bye,
night.
guys.
See ya.